Hello, one and all, this is WellArmedWithTacos. Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. I realized that this third Neverwinter Nights video for the week will be going up in an improper order with the rest of the Neverwinter Nights videos, but that's only because I just now decided to do it as a extra video for the week. The Space Marine gameplay video did not count. It was an apology of sorts for the lack of audio commentary in the last two Neverwinter Nights videos. Speaking of the lack of commentary audio in the last two Neverwinter Nights videos, that should be taken care of now. You should be able to hear me just fine this time around. If not, it means something deeper is wrong, because every single sign that it should be recording properly is out there right now. Everything should be going smooth as silk. But I suppose we'll find out the actual answer to that at the end of this video. This is only going to be 20 minutes, it's just the third video, and if it doesn't work this time I will be able to re-record it. Unlike the last one, where it really just wasn't something I could or wanted to do. So we're going to go ahead and use our torch. Whoops. Like this, I guess. I guess we have to equip it. There we are. Burn! We gained experience points for doing that. There's a lot of things that I want to comment about things I said. Oh, remember in the last video when I said this? Because I can remember saying those things, but to you all, a lot of this is pretty much brand new. I haven't said these things to you before, because the audio didn't record. Right. Put the torch back, equip the bow, and let's go to the garrison. We gained a little bit of experience for taking care of those piles of bodies. There's always a good reason to hold on to a torch after all. The disembodied voice in my headset that I don't think any of you can hear is starting to get to me. I really don't want to have to get another new headset again, but that might be just what it comes down to this time. Was there anything else in this corner? No. So we need to go around, because I think over here is where the garrison was. Yes, indeed. Neither of you two are named, so I don't suppose you have anything to say to me. What does that say? Something merchants. There's a merchant who lives here. Was I able to get that open? No. Am I able to get it open now? No. Let's go visit this merchant fellow. Well, he is actually here. And there are sounds of him working on an anvil, even though no one is actually working on an anvil.
Hello there.
Step right up. I've got just what you're looking for. My shop ain't what it used to be, but I'm still a shopkeeper nonetheless. Right. In the last video, I bought an amulet of natural armor and a ring of protection. I spoke to myself and explained to myself why I decided to buy those things and not buy, I think actually braces of dexterity were the other option. But you all didn't hear that, and will never get to hear that. So that was a decision I made. I would like some of these items, but I don't have the money. So, later on, isn't there another way I can alternate or fiddle around with your inventory? I thought there was. Ah. Oh. Well, geez, fine. I thought I could give her better equipment or something.
Hey there, dear.
What
can I do for you?
Maybe change your tactics. No. I could just talk to her. I love chatting with you, but don't you think we should focus on your mission? Never mind. Now let's go into the garrison. I'm assuming this is the garrison because of the armed guards. Well, that's the person we were looking for. I wasn't expecting that. Is there anything else I can loot? Nope. Oh, no, actually there is. Yay, a gold piece. Let's talk to Seros.
What brings you here? The guards weren't supposed to let anyone else into the Peninsula District. Say, you aren't a new recruit, are you?
Lady Arabeth has temporarily assigned me to militia service. Has she now? Well, that's the first bit of welcome news I've heard all day. Who are you? Seros Sibel of Neverwinter Militia. I'm in charge of the operation here. And you? I am called Jericho. Very well, Jericho it is. Truth be told, we've got our hands full here in the peninsula. We could use your help. It's a bit outside standard militia duties, though. What kind of job? With all the prisoners in the streets, we've stretched to the limit just trying to keep the civilians safe, as if the willing death weren't enough. What I need is someone to get inside the prison and figure out what the hell is going on down there. Lady Arabeth authorized 300 gold piece bonus to any militia members who can bring me proof that the situation has been resolved. Consider danger pay. How do you intend for me to get inside the prison? They're running the prison like a fortress, sending out raiding parties and then retreating back inside. It's been hard to get a hold of them. I think they probably carried keys back into the fortress once they finished looking or whatever. Nobody we've caught has had one, though. Since you can't bust down the front door, you'll have to find the person with the key. I'd start near the sewers in the southwest of the district. We've seen a number of dangerous groups there. So that was the sewer area I haven't gone inside yet. I will point out that doesn't seem like a lot of pay for a lot of work. Perhaps, but the prisoners will likely have stripped the place of any valuables, and you're welcome to keep anything you confiscate from them. It's a fair enough motivation as any. And what dangers are you aware of? Besides the prisoners, you may need to watch out for the head... Gaylor? Was that supposed to... I don't know what a head Gaylor is. I don't know. Alphen. Alphen is the head Gaylor. Recent reports suggest he's the one who sent them loose in the first place. What can you tell me about Alphen? He used to be one of the militia's best. Until now, I'd never heard a bad thing said about him. Lord Nasher himself appointed him as the prison's command. Something just doesn't seem right with his picture. I guess the whaling could change one's perspective on things. Alright, I'm your man. Good luck, and don't forget to report back to me if you manage to resolve whatever the trouble is down there. So we already have an entrance into the prison. We have one in that house there. We're not going to take that just yet. Maybe at all, but definitely not just yet. I do want to go try to muck about in the sewers for one very good reason. Killing more dudes gives us more loot and experience. That's really the only thing it boils down to. Both of these things are very good for us. So we're going to go in the sewers and deal with it. And I should probably save, because could run into a serious fight. So we're going to make a save 12. I'm really hoping this is recording. I think I know what caused the problem last time. And if it's what I think it is, it should not happen again. I need to activate rapid shot. Combat! When you're not a spellcaster, there's not a lot of decisions you have to make. Risky heal, then you risky heal.
Nobody walks away. Taste of my wrath.
Let's kill the other guy, so there's less hits bleeding out. There we are. I cannot hit this guy, especially when I'm rolling that bad.
Goddess, take you now!
Buying those things to improve my AC has clearly been paying off. Gotcha! Took most of the stack of arrows. Right, tab to find items. There are some sets of remains. Including a gold coin, a bastard sword. I'll take it for sell purposes, and a prison key. We do have the key now. And I'm guessing all of these are going to lead to the same place outside. Got a little bit of stuff to sell. Got the key that we're not going to use. We're going to head to that house. And get in that way, I think. Take the sneaky entrance in, you know? So, I don't know if I talked about the 5th edition game that I was playing in. This one, please. At the start here, like when I started this series or whatever, but I'm still really enjoying it. I think I'm coming around quite a bit to 5th edition. It hasn't replaced 3.5 to me. I don't think anything ever will replace 3.5, but I enjoy it. I'm definitely enjoying it a lot more than I enjoyed Pathfinder, which I did not enjoy at all. It's pretty good. I mean, I know it's several years old now, and nobody needs to hear me say that it's good, but I like it. I think that there's less opportunities to roleplay as a character in 5th edition than there was in 3.5. A lot of people that I know will say like 3.5 was just a combat edition. All it ever was combat. There was nothing to it but combat, and there was like no role-playing involved in it. I really don't think that's true. In my experience, there's a lot of opportunity to roleplay in 3.5 if you just have a DM and a party that wants to do it. Certainly if you want to do combat, it's definitely there, but it is optional as far as I'm concerned. Like it doesn't have to be just combat. And I still believe that there is a lot more role-playing to be done in 3.5 than I believe there is to be done in 5th edition, just because 5th edition simplifies the combat system, or not the combat system, but the character creation system down to basically the only thing that matters being your like your stats, your core attributes, things like your strength, dexterity, charisma, that sort of stuff. It just boils down to that, and everything you try to do comes off of that. There are skills, but your skill is just a representation of your... Does this not work? This area was mostly pointless then. Unless it's in the desk, which I didn't loot. That doesn't help me. That's just a book. Could be in one of those things, but I'd have to smash them to get the key out of it. This thing's locked too. Did I try unlocking this one? Maybe I did. Success will never be possible. Well, I guess we're taking the front entrance. Anyways, the skills in 5th edition are based off your attributes. And and there is a small bonus that can be applied if you are proficient in that skill. And there's various ways you can be proficient or not proficient. As opposed to 3.5, where your attribute added a bonus or possibly a negative to that skill the same way, but there was a skill point system where you actually had to assign points into the various skills that you wanted. And in 3.5, there was a much wider variety of skills that you could specialize in, and it was very easy to make a specialized character in 3.5, someone who is very good at one thing and one thing in particular. And to me, that is what role-playing is all about. In 5th edition, you can't really use that because everything is based off the same skills, and because the ability to have high attributes in 5th edition seems peculiarly easy compared to like 3.5, to the point where it, like, let's just say, okay, we have a sorcerer in the party, and all of their spells are charisma based, because that's how sorcerers are in 5th edition. I don't remember if they're charisma based in 3.5. I don't run sorcerers that often. But in 5th edition, they are definitely charisma based. And our sorcerer, as a result, has a very high charisma. And they kind of went to the skills to kind of make themselves a very charismatic sorcerer. They intend to do a lot of the talking, that sort of thing. That's their character. So they are by far the best speaker we have in the party. My character, who is a barbarian, isn't that far behind them. Like, isn't far behind him. And I'm just, like, I have no communication skills at all. Well, that is trapped. Can I disarm that trap? I hope so. I am really being punished for not having a rogue. Like, really, really being punished for not taking a rogue. What was I rambling about? Oh, yes. It's... The skills just... Like, they're there, but they don't seem to matter as much. And I prefer 3.5's system of how it handles its skills. I feel it's more wider and more specialized. And specialization is all about how you make your character. Without specialization, like, there is no character. Character is specialization. So I don't like that aspect to it. But I'm not. I mean, it is absolutely very much a simplified version of like 3rd ed or 3.5 ed. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But every time, like, I hear that a lot. I hear people say, "Oh, it's a simple version of the. It's very simplified." It's the thing I hear them say over and over again. Where is Linyu? Linyu, I need your help. Could you, thank you. Maybe engage in some combat. But I hear people say that a lot. They say it's a simplified version of it. And the thing is, what people don't say after that is that's not necessarily a good thing. Simplification is not always a positive. In some instances, it's a negative. And I think in the instance, the context of 5th edition, it's both. It is very much a good thing, but it is also, in some ways, a bad thing. And that's what makes 5th edition so good overall, is the simplification certainly hurts, but it helps more than it hurts. It's certainly better than it is than not thing. Because, like, if you oversimplify, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm losing my words. If you oversimplify, you get 4th edition, which was just garbage. I do not like 4th edition. If you like 4th edition, all power to you. It's a game. I'm like, there's no harm in liking 4th edition, but I will absolutely like not roleplay with you, because 4th edition to me represents everything I hate in games like D&D. It is the opposite of specialization. It is everyone can do everything, everyone has magic to cast, everyone can do this or that and this and that, and it's just no, absolutely not. I hate that. Alright, I've rambled enough for this video. Thank you all for watching. This is WellArmedWithTacos signing off, and I really hope the audio recorded this time. I'll see you later. And Liru, we're gonna have to get you some better gear eventually. I know I can't move your inventory right now, but I'm gonna have to find a way, because we can't keep you with that basic stuff forever.